The sweet taste of victory. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series Reloaded. If this is your first time here, please go back to the first episode so you can catch up. So I'm not gonna lie, coming off back-to-back wins, I'm feeling pretty confident, except for the fact that Ricardo's card pool is way better than mine. I think it's only a matter of time until Ricardo just starts beating me off of sheer power cards, but honestly, my deck felt like it had a pretty cohesive strategy. So going into Magic Ruler, there's obviously a lot of powerful spell cards that either of us could acquire. I'm just going to assume with Ricardo's luck, he's probably going to get at least a few of the powerful ones. But for me, I'm hoping to get some kind of spell and trap removal going into this. Outside of that, there's some really good floaters I'm hoping to get my hands on. And then, of course, the power cards, Forceful Century, Confiscation, and Delinquent Duo. Being able to rip cards from hands and getting hand knowledge could be game changing. Honestly, with all the ultra rares Ricardo pulled last set, I'm hoping to have similar luck as he did, but in the end, you never really know. Before we open our packs, we have to go spin our wheels. If you haven't already, please go grab yourself a cup of coffee or something, that way you can sit down and tune in. Thanks, guys.
I gotta admit, guys, really thought I had this last one. Between my solid monster lineup, my busted spell lineup, and my somehow even more broken trap lineup, everything just looked good on paper, but when it came down to it, Robin Goblin never let me play a damn bit of it. I open busted both times, and yet my hand saw the grave before it ever saw the field. So going forward, it looks like Remove Trap and D-Spell are going to have to be side deck staples. And while they may not exactly be the best cards, they are my only two forms of back row hate. Fortunately, Magic Ruler is the next set, meaning that I do have a chance at MST and Giant Trunade. Unfortunately, they're locked behind upper rarity, so they're not exactly guaranteed pools. But before I get ahead of myself with Magic Ruler, I gotta go back to Metal Raiders one last time for the loser wheel. Hopefully we pull a super so we can get that heavy storm we missed out on the first time, or we can get an ultra second Solemn Judgment. Let's find out what fate has in store for us this week with a second Solemn Judgment. Can't complain there.
Alright guys, another week and another win. I'm feeling really good going into this week. My deck felt like it actually had a coherent strategy. I'm really hoping this next set adds some really powerful spell cards to my deck. But all in all, Ricardo still has some amazing staples in his deck. He got so many ultra rares, I'm actually really nervous. Ricardo's pull luck is crazy. So going into this next set, that gets me so nervous. There are so many spell cards in this next set that are just game changing. So I'm hoping to start this episode off good and hit something nice in this wheel, just because I feel like I'm gonna need all the help I can get this episode. Common. All right, let's go find a common and go from there. Okay, so we got a common. I actually have an idea of what I want, surprisingly, but let's be real, nobody really wanted commons, but here it is. Here's the common of choice. My third copy of Thunder Dragon. In all actuality, it's not that bad, I guess. I mean, again, I'd much rather have another Solemn Judgment or Mirror Force, but maybe later down the line, the discard fodder or the lights might come up. So I'm gonna put this in the bag. Again, Ricardo has some crazy awesome luck with his pack pull, so I'm super nervous. I was kind of hoping to start strong with the wheel, but who knows? Maybe my packs might be insane.
Magic Ruler is an interesting set, because while it does contain some extremely powerful cards like MST, Giant Trunade, Delinquent Duo, Snatch Steal, they're all locked behind upper rarities. A bulk of the commons in this set are all pretty bad. We have a bunch of really bad vanilla monsters that don't come close to what we already have from Metal Raiders. We have a bunch of really bad and situational spell cards. We have some really lame effect monsters. All of the good cards in this set are pretty much going to be super ultra. There are some exceptions like Mystic Tomato. If we could manage to pull a playset of Nimble Momongas or Giant Germs, that'd be great as well. But our saving grace here is going to be MST and Giant Trunade. If I can pull those two, I'm going to be happy. A set of Upstarts would be really great, and luckily for us, those are common, but they're going to be buried beneath a pile of other common jank cards. So let's go ahead and open our first pack and see what fate has in store for us.
All right, guys, 24 packs of Magic Ruler coming up. I'm super juiced. This is really exciting. This set has the potential to be really good or really bad. There are some insane cards in here, as I've mentioned before, but there are also some cards that are complete trash. So I'm honestly not even going to be greedy. I just want a couple of broken cards. I don't want all of them, as awesome as it would be. I just want a couple. It's not so much to ask for, right? Let's open these 24 packs and hope for the best. First pack. Fingers crossed. Nothing at all on pack 1. Reminds me of LOB.
Let's go ahead and start these things off with pack number 1. Immediately, I am disappointed. Alright, so we got a Chain Energy and a Toll. Those could be good for slowing down the game. Chain Energy is kind of iffy though because Dark Elf is my strongest level 4, so if I run it, that's going to be like 1500 life points gone immediately, and Toll would be 500 on top of that every attack, so 1500 every attack. We might have to take out Dark Elf if I decide to run those. Alright, so we got our first Mystic Tomato. Let's hope that there's a set. Alright, Nimble Manga number 1 and an interesting Gravekeeper Servant. So now I have Chain Energy, Toll, and Gravekeeper Servant, meaning I can slow down the game a bit, or at least make Justin reconsider his blind attacks, which means that if Robin Goblin does see play, it would be a 3-for-1 trade-off on Justin's part.
Pack 2, we got a super rare Toon World. Completely useless, but we did get Shining Angel, one of the floaters. Again, I'm hoping for Mystic Tomato and Giant Rat, at least in the floater department, but I don't know, maybe this comes up later in the future. Unreal. Ultra rare. Not Delinquent Duo, not MST. Toon Summon Skull. We got the Toon World and the Toon Summon Skull. Okay, got Mother Grizzly now as the water floater. Oh my goodness. Another ultra rare. We got Megamorph. The card's really good for now, but it's gonna get power crept like crazy fast. Honestly, yeah, this might see a couple episodes. Man, that could have been so many other things. 2 ultra rares already, and they're both horrible.
Alright, so we got our second Upstart Goblin and a Rush Recklessly. Rush Recklessly, I don't know if I'm going to be using it immediately, but later down the line, it could be a nice way out. Minar is interesting. I'm not sure if it counteracts Robin Goblin, but I'll make sure to test that out before I go into this next game. It could be a nice little side deck option. Alright, so we got Giant Rat. If I can pull 2 more, that'd be cool. We got Mystic Plasma Zone, so our beat stick strategy is still on the table, but probably not going to be our desired outcome. Alright, so absolutely nothing in this pack. It's garbage. Way to make me feel like a kid again.
Haven't really had much of anything happen. I got a couple ultra rares that are complete garbage, but this is the kind of pack I'm looking for. We got Rush Recklessly as a solid quick play spell, but in addition to that, Confiscation is getting added to our card pool. That is awesome. Just hand knowledge is one of the craziest advantages in this game, even in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! But in a slower format, hand knowledge lets you predict multiple turns in advance of what's to come. This card's insane, to say the least. Halfway through, pack 12, and Giant Rat. Okay, again, not the best floater. I want Mystic Tomato because it gets Sangin and Witch, but Giant Rat's pretty good. It does get one of the clowns, so I'm very glad that I get to add this to the collection.
Alright, we are now over the halfway point, but it rewards us with an MST and our 3rd Rush Recklessly. I cannot complain about that. Alright, so we got Absolute Jank. Forgot Cyberjar was in this pack. That'll probably see play. No fucking way. Alright, so we pulled MST and Giant Trunade. I can't be mad, this is beautiful. I might have to play some mind games with Justin and try to prevent the hat trick that way by telling him I pulled bad so he doesn't know what to expect. Will that be messed up? Probably, yeah, but I can't get hat trick, guys. I don't want to see that happen. I forgot Spellbinding Circle was in this set. What do you even use this?
This is my first Upstart Goblin, if I'm correct. I am 14 packs in. This is such a weird opening. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. What's up, Ricardo? I got my own version of Change of Heart now. Man, this is my third ultra rare. Okay, this opening has been so weird. I've really only gotten 1 or 2 of the rares I've wanted. Everything has been such garbage. Confiscation was good, but man, everything else pretty bad. But this makes it all worth it. Snatch Steal is an insane card. This is gonna be great. Is that a second Snatch Steal? What the hell? Second Snatch Steal? What is with this opening?
Alright, so I got the back row hit that I needed. Not much else out of this pack. The MST and the Trunade are going to be great going forward. Monster lineup wise, aside from that one Mystic Tomato and the Cyberjar, I don't think the deck is going to see too many changes. The upstarts are kind of iffy right now, because while it would be great to speed through the deck space is really tight right now, and I don't know if I'm going to have the things to take out because our spell lineup is extremely busted. Our trap lineup is also extremely busted, and as you recall, I do have a second Solum now, so it becomes a question of what am I going to cut for the upstarts, because with 3 upstarts and a Pot of Greed, I technically have a 35 card deck, and with all of our searchers and this new Mystic Tomato and Cyberjar, I'm almost guaranteed to speed through the deck. The only question is going to be, what do I draw? I don't know what Justin could really do to his deck outside of hoping for MST and Giant Trunade to be added to his already solid arsenal, but monster wise I don't think he's going to add anything outside of maybe the Cyberjars and maybe if he pulled some giant rats or tomatoes. I gotta say, I'm feeling good about this one. I don't see myself losing this one, especially now that I have back row hit, which I did not have before. So looking forward to this next one. It's time to start building.
Let's open these last couple cards. Snatch Steal made it all worth it. I think I still need 1 more Upstart Goblin as well. Okay, for sure I have at least 3 Upstart Goblin. Still hoping for that Mystic Tomato, MST. Yes, okay. Mystic Tomato added to the collection in the last pack. I didn't really get any back row removal like MST or anything like that, but I do have a chance at that later at some of the starter decks and structure decks down the line. This set opening was really interesting. Honestly, just a quick rundown. Double Snatch Steal. How? I don't even know. I think that was 4 ultra rares in this opening. Toon Summon Skull. Not really that great of a card. I did get the Megamorph, so I'm gonna play it. Other than that, I did get a playset of Upstart Goblin for the future. I'm very happy about that. I got my Mystic Tomato. I got my Giant Rat. I have no clue what kind of opening this is. Anyway, I did get a playset of Nibble Mamanga, so that's interesting. Don't know if I'm gonna play it. All in all, there were a lot more cards in there that I could have pulled that would have made it crazy. It was a roller coaster, but I'm super happy with this. I don't think the deck's going to change immensely, but it's definitely going to put my deck to the next level. Okay, I'll see you guys over at deck building, and I'll show you what I come up with. Peace.
Alright guys, so the deck is pretty similar to last week in terms of ideas. We've dropped a lot of stuff that didn't work, and the main focus this week was adding speed to the deck. So once again, Summon Skull and Curse of Dragon, those are the ace monsters here. They're all searchable via Witch of the Black Forest. Unfortunately, Witch is now at 2, being semi-limited. Same thing with Sandgan, so our search power does take a bit of a hit. Next up we got Dark Elves, very powerful level 4 monster. I don't think Jiragumo is going to be a problem this time, but we got our 1 Mystic Tomato. Really glad this card is here. Wish I could have pulled more, but unfortunately I did not. It pretty much grabs everything except for Dark Elf and the boss monsters of the deck. Again, speed was one thing that I desperately needed after Robin Goblin just really slowed down my game. So hopefully the speed of things like Mystic Tomato and the Witch of the Black Forest and the Sandgan help me get to my boss monsters as fast as possible, and hopefully it leaves me with the body on the field to tribute for the boss monsters. Of course, the double Sangans, if Witch doesn't search it, Sangan does. We got the double Hanes, the Man-Eater Bug as our disruptors. Of course, Magician of Faith, because the spell lineup is absolutely insane here. Cyberjar, the newest addition to the deck, absolutely insane. This card is a Pot of Greed meets a Painful Choice meets a Regeki / Darkhold. This card is absolutely busted. So glad I pulled it. Spell lineup, still busted. You know the staples we've already been carrying. Next up though, we're adding Giant Trunade to the list. One of the best back row hate cards in the game. It bounces everything, and there's a couple cards I'm playing that I don't want on the field when I'm having my turn. So Giant Trunade is not only a way for me to disrupt Justin's plays, but it's a way for me to play the game freely. We got triple Upstart Goblins. Again, speed is going to be key for me here, and what better way to do it than by drawing into half my deck. I mean, I'm playing Pot of Greed and 3 Upstarts. I'm essentially playing a 35 card deck. Next up is this trio of cards meant to slow down the game, because after last week I just couldn't keep up, so I need to make Justin think twice about not only activating his cards but attacking as well. So we got Chain Energy, which means every card we play is going to come at a cost of 500 life points. We got Gravekeeper Servant, so every one of Justin's attacks is going to cost him the top card of his deck. Toll, every attack is going to cost us 500 life points. These 3 are meant to slow down the game and make us think twice about what we're doing. We got Malevolent Nuzzler and Horn of the Unicorn. These are my equip spells, because a lot of my monsters are pretty weak, especially compared to that big body of Jirai Gumo. So these 2 cards are here to hopefully buff my weaker monsters into beat 6 status and make something like Summon Skull an absolutely unstoppable beast. Next up, we got the Double Fishers for monster removal, card destruction to set up Monster Reborn, and ultimately just get rid of bad hands. We got Mystic Plasma Zone because it buffs all of my boss monsters. Tribute to the Doomed because this card is absolutely insane. Next up, we got the double Solums 2 Gods vibe checks. What more needs to be said? We got the Mirror Forest and the Trap Hole. I'm playing way less traps this game because Justin may have pulled a Heavy Storm. I'm not sure. He might have a Giant Trunade or an MST. I want to tread carefully with my back row here. Don't want to commit too hard because all it takes is one of those cards to ruin my day. As for the side deck, we got Spellbinding Circle and Paralyzing Potions, 2 cards that just say stop. We got MST, amazing pool. It's the best back row hate card right now, and it's in the side deck because I'm not sure if I'm going to see Robin Goblin again. Not sure what else Justin might have, so it's in the side deck. Can't justify the main deck space right now, but I have a feeling the card is going to see play. We got Remove Trap and Dispel because I need the back row hate. Justin does have a Swords Revealing Light, so Weather Report is live, and I'm just a big fan of Miles Davis. We got the Crass Clown and the Dream Clown lineup. I don't think I'm going to need them, but they're there just in case. Next up, we got 2-Pronged Attack. It's one of my only real forms of monster removal that isn't already in the main deck. Horn of the Heaven, just in case I feel he's summoning way too much, I can side in the Horn of the Heaven. And Wabogo, because it's an ass saver, and my ass is in danger quite often in this series. Really looking forward to this duel. I think the strategy is going to pay off, but there's only one way to find out.
So check it out, guys. This is a revised version of my clown control deck here. Got a couple new cards for consistency, got a couple new power cards to add. We're gonna run through really quick, talk about some of the notable cards and some of the notable changes, and what my kind of theory is on what the heck I'm trying to do with this. So right off the bat, you still see I'm playing Double Witch and Sangan. In July, there's a ban list that semi-limits Witch of the Black Forest and Sangan, so I'm going to still play my 2 Witch while I can. Sangan, I only pulled 1, so I'm going to play the 1, but we pulled the 1 Mystic Tomato, so that's pretty great at floating into one of these guys. In addition, Mystic Tomato also will float into Crash Clown. This card's effect activates when it's changed from defense to attack position, so it's not very likely we would do that, but the option is there. After Mystic Tomato, we have Giant Rat. Again, same thing, but instead of floating into these searchers, I can float into Dream Clown, and this actually makes a lot of sense because when he's changed from attack to defense, then I can pop a card. So they attack my set monster, thinking it might be a flip effect monster, thinking maybe it's a searcher. Little do they know, it special summons a clown from the deck, and now I get to start my turn popping a card. I think this just adds another layer to my clown engine that's going to make it that much better than last episode's. Now, for my flip effect monsters that I'm still teching, I'm still playing the Mask of Darkness, Magician of Faith, Man-Eater Bug, Hane, and Trapmaster. They all have their own role. They're all searchable by Witch and by Sangan, so whatever I need at the moment, I will search. And then the last bit of the monsters are just kind of the beat sticks of the deck. All 4 of these monsters are searchable by Witch. Now, moving on to the spells where most of the change has happened, we pulled our Confiscation. I'm super glad that we have this. Hand knowledge to me is one of the greatest advantages a player can have in this game. Not only do I get to pick a card out of his hand, but I can kind of control which route he takes. This is also great because whatever board he might be trying to set up to break my clowns, I can prevent that from happening. Then obviously Pot of Greed, Monster Reborn, Swords of Revealing Light, all super solid spell cards. Then for the removal, I got Raigeki Darkhole still, obviously. Still playing Tribute to the Doomed, Double Fissure, and my new equipped spells in the deck, 1 Megamorph and 1 Malevolent Nuzzler. These replaced my Stim Packs. Now Megamorph is a little situational, but I am playing a lot of cards that reduce my life points like Jirai Gumo, Solemn Judgment. I also have cards like Confiscation that I pay 1,000 life points for. Ultimate Offering, paying 500 a turn, obviously adds up. So these equipped cards can definitely come in clutch as far as helping me get over Summon Skull or any big monster he might put out. In addition, it protects my clowns because they won't be able to be ran over by battle. Now, this episode, we have 2 Snatch Steals in the main deck. How I pulled 2, I will never know. Right now, we're right in between July 2002 ban list and the October 2002 ban list. So the set is out, but Snatch Steal hasn't been hit yet. So this is the only episode I'll be able to play both of these. So you better believe I'm going to be playing them. Ricardo had Change of Heart. I don't even care anymore, man. I got a Snatch Steal, and obviously, I'm hoping this episode the 2 put in work. My last spell card, which is arguably even a trap card, is Rush Recklessly. It's like a better reinforcements. The first quick play spell card that I'm adding to my deck. In general, quick play spells are arguably some of the best cards in the game. The quick play spell mechanic is very useful, and I'm glad I have a decent one to add to the deck. Being able to use it as a normal spell to boost my monster for the turn like a Malevolent Nuzzler, or set it as a trap card is going to be super clutch. Speaking of trap cards, we're still playing Robin Goblin. It honestly put in a lot of work last episode, so I decided to keep it in. If it doesn't perform, then I'll obviously pull it, but I still think that the philosophy of having all this monster removal, especially now adding double Snatch Steal to help get more monsters off his board, is only going to clear the pathway more to get in with direct damage and slowly pick Ricardo's hands apart. So I'm going to stick with this game plan because it's going to put a lot of pressure. I have a feeling Ricardo might even be side decking some cards to try to get rid of this, like Remove Trap, or even better, he might even be trying to play it himself. Moving on, we got Double Trap Hole, obviously just a super solid trap card right now. The 1 Reinforcements, Solemn Judgment, one of the best trap cards ever, and of course, Ultimate Offering. That's it for the main deck, a solid 40. I didn't add Upstart. I don't think decks are fast enough for that yet. Moving on to the side, there actually is some relevant stuff, but I'm just going to whip through it kind of quick. Double Reaper of Cards, the second Mask of Darkness, in case I feel like I really needed the second. Dark Zebra, in case I feel like I need another beater. Sword of the Deep-Seated again, just in case he's on some kind of mill or stun deck. There are a lot of stun cards right now with Toll and the new Gravekeeper's Servant. I don't know if Ricardo's going to take that route, but I for sure don't want to get caught unprepared for it. This will keep me from getting decked out, so I might as well have the 1 slot in my side deck. Double Eternal Rest. I don't know if Ricardo is going to pull a bunch of equipped spells. Having this card's going to be very useful. It also combos with my equipped spells because I can equip it to his monster and then blow them up. We'll see if they go in or not, but again, it's all dependent on what route Ricardo takes. D-Spell, similar concept, just in case he's on a lot of equipped spells. Remove trap, I added this obviously because I brought some viability to Robin Goblin. So in case Ricardo decides to take that route, I would like to be prepared myself. My last 3 spell cards are just kind of generic spells that I could add into the deck if I feel like my deck is currently missing something. So I put another Malevolent Nuzzler just for more attack modification. Stop defense and block attack, just cards to help me get over monsters. And I am citing 3 trap cards this time around. First of which is Double Fairy's Hand Mirror. This card's kind of average, but if I find that he's on a lot of spells that are targeting, this will go in. And the last one is Reverse Trap. Again, there's just going to be so many equipped spells that could potentially be thrown in his deck. I figured I'd throw it in the side if I needed the help with attack modification. And of course, the extra deck, kind of irrelevant except for Punished Eagle, obviously the best fusion monster ever, next to Dragoness the Wicked Knight. But yeah, this is pretty much the deck. Just a little bit revitalized, a couple more power spells. It's pretty much exactly what I was hoping to do with this set. It's just to kind of take what I had last episode, make it more consistent, and add a little more power to it. We'll see if Ricardo's prepared for this. I feel like I had the winning deck last episode. I feel like he's in the position where he's going to have to make the changes to counter my strategy. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go hit up Ricardo. We're about to play. I hope you guys are as juiced as I am. And I hope Ricardo learned from last episode. All right, guys, let's do this. And we're back again, another episode. I am super pumped. Not gonna lie, Ricardo, I feel super good coming off my win last episode. How are you feeling?
I got PTSD from Robin Goblin.
That card proved itself. Like, when I was doing my deck profile that episode, I was continually saying how I have no idea how the card was going to play out. It was either going to be really good or really bad. In theory, it was solid. And I'm just glad that it played out. I'm not going to lie. I'm curious to see. Do you think you've made adjustments? Do you think I'm going to show up with the same thing? What are you thinking coming into this episode?
I think that Magic Ruler has a really shitty monster lineup. So I feel like monster-wise, you couldn't have changed too much. There are a couple spells that I feel like you could probably toss in to continue like the Robin Goblin style punishment game. But I don't know. I just feel like this set has a lot of good stuff. But aside from the back row removal right now, a lot of it is kind of lacking. Unless you manage to pull like playsets of the Giant Rat or the Mystic Tomato.
That's what I noticed with this set. There was a couple of monsters that were really good.
Yeah.
Outside of those monsters, it was really just floaters for different attributes. We'll see how that plays out. But since your staples were already insane, I've been super nervous coming into this episode.
Yeah. This pack is rough because so much of it is like hidden behind the upper rarities. And then so much of the generic common stuff is like, oh, I heard you like performance ritual art. And it's like, no, I'd rather never see that card again in my life. I mean, I'm pretty excited about this duel. I think I'm interested in seeing what the new spell lineups are going to be like. But I just feel like this episode is going to be more of us building off a last strategy versus creating a new one.
Okay. Interesting. All right, well, I'm super juiced. I'm ready to start this, man. Good luck to you, but I'm not going to lie. I've been on a win streak, and I'm trying to keep it going.
I'm trying not to get hat-tricked, so here we go. Okay.
Dang.
I'm going to go ahead and take first.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
All right.
I think with how the master rules are set up, there's definitely a right way to do this.
All right, so here we go, opening draw. I'm going to start off by setting one monster and activating Gravekeeper's Servant.
No.
And then I will pass.
Oh, man. This is the epitome of schoolyard deck for sure. Main phase 1. Ugh.
I'm not having fun. No one's having fun.
It's funny. In my deck profile, I talked about how there's a potential of Ricardo taking some cheesy mill stall deck, and I was like, I don't know if Ricardo would really go that route, but okay. Well, let's see. How do I want to do this? I think I'm just gonna set a monster, and I'm gonna set a back row and pass turn.
All right. What could that face down be? All right.
There's a lot of cards coming into our meta now, so it could literally be anything.
I'm going to normal summon Dark Elf.
Okay, still on the 2K beaters.
I will enter battle, and
battle's good.
I will pay the 1,000 to have Dark Elf attack.
Okay. All right. The attack is good. You destroyed my giant rat. And I am going to use the giant rat effect. And I'm going to special summon the main win con of my deck, the Bozos.
Got it. Alright, that is fine with me. Main phase 2, Chain Energy.
Oh, man. Okay. Draw for turn. Oh, man. It's such a grimy deck. Oh,
Yeah.
man. I swear, I talked about it briefly. I'm like, man, there's so many cards in this set to where there's actually a viable strategy of taking this stall burn-esque kind of strategy, and it's okay, let's see here. How do I want to do this? I feel like your set monster is probably a searcher, or if you're on 2k defenders, it could be a 2k defender. I think I'm going to go to main phase 1, and I'm going to go ahead and change my clown to defense position, activating his effect to destroy your set monster.
Alright, so that is Witch of the Black Forest.
Had a feeling.
Alright, and effect to search.
Yeah, you're good.
And I will, of course, be searching for the main man, the Summon Skull.
Okay, no problem. I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to set a monster, and I'm going to have to pay 500 life points for that, and that's going to do it for me.
Alright, here we go. Draw. I will pay 500 life points to normal summon Sangan.
Okay.
Battle phase. Sangan attacks Dream Clown. And I will end on that.
Okay. Gonna start my turn. Okay, so I think this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to main phase 1, and I'm gonna pay 500 life points to normal summon another clown. And I will enter battle and attack your Sangan.
Alright.
And have to mill a card, right?
Yeah, so that'll be 200 on my end.
So I mill a Lodgin.
And then I get a search. I'm gonna grab Mystic Tomato.
Okay, you pulled a tomato. That's awesome. That's a good pull. Main phase 2, I am going to pay 500 life points to activate Fisher.
Alright.
And pass with that.
Alright. I will pay the 500 in order to summon Tomato.
Okay.
And then I will go to battle
Alright.
and run over this clown.
Yeah, I'm going to have to let it go through. I'm going to take 200 life points. And my clown is no more.
And then I will pass on that.
Okay, starting turn. I'm going to enter main phase 1. I am going to set a card and pay the 500. And I'm in a weird spot right here, honestly. I'm going to have to pass.
Alright. I'm gonna go to battle.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have Tomato attack into your face down.
It's nothing special. I've been waiting for you to set something, but
Alright.
yeah. I've been in a weird spot, and I probably could have got away with not setting him, honestly. But
I'm going to go to main phase 2. I will pay 500.
Okay.
And I will set one card in defense mode. And then I will pass.
Alright, starting turn. Standby and main phase. I'm going to activate by paying 500 life points.
Ooh.
Raigeki.
Damn. Was really hoping to see this one go off.
Oh, Cyberjar. That's crazy. Oh gosh. I'm glad that's gone. Man, you really have like the makings of this stall mill deck. Ugh. Alright, well.
Damn, that one hurt.
I'm gonna normal summon Mystic Tomato. And I'm going to attack you directly for 14. Oh, I gotta pay the 500 myself. And I got a mill card now.
Good.
There goes my second fissure. Main 2. Did you take the 14?
Oh, yeah. So it's 14 direct. 3,900, huh?
I'm going to pass.
Draw. Okay. I'm going to pay 500 to set a monster.
Another set monster.
Then I will
set monsters are so scary right now.
I will pay 500 more to set one card. And then I will pay 500 one last time to activate card destruction.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so you got rid of my Mask of Darkness and a new card, Snatch Steal.
Damn. Alright, so you got 48. Alright, how do I do this? I am going...
You just got rid of my Snatch Steal, so I think you're in a pretty good spot.
500 to activate
another
Monster
5.
Reborn.
Oh gosh, what are you targeting?
Summon Skull.
Summon Skull. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
1900 life, huh?
I'm gonna pay another 500.
Oh gosh.
This is the deciding turn to activate Change of Heart. And I will take your tomato.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Ricardo, but I can't let you do it. Solemn Judgment.
Damn.
I'm gonna pay my 2,400. Okay. Woo! That's crazy. You know, I was so tempted to activate that card throughout that whole turn. I'm glad I held out that long. Change of Heart's crazy, man. That was the first time you tried to activate it this series too, man.
I believe so. Alright, we will enter battle phase.
Yeah.
Summon Skull over the Mystic Tomato.
Yeah, that's what, 1,100?
Yeah.
Ugh. I'm going to use the Tomatoes effect.
Yeah.
And I'm going to special summon a dark monster. Alright, I think in this case scenario, I am going to special summon Witch of the Black Forest.
Okay. I will end my turn. And it's a 100 life point difference.
Another really close game. I'm going to risk it and hope it's not a 2K defender here. And I'm going to attack your set monster. And I guess I got a mill card too.
Yeah,
now.
It is something much worse. The MVP of my defensive lineup.
Yeah. I always am running into this card. Gosh, man. Okay. 750. And are you using the effect?
Yeah, I'll bounce that witch to your hand. So you have 50 life points left if you play anything.
Oh, man, this is crazy. Oh, man. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, man, I punished myself super hard on that. Oh, well. Oh, man. Okay. You got this game one, man. There's nothing I can do. Man, crazy ass burn deck stall, whatever you want to call that garbage. Oh man, a little salty. Not gonna. I could taste it. I'm tasting it. I know. I don't know if you could taste it from where you're at, but man, that's a lot of salt.
I feel dirty for playing this way, honestly.
Oh gosh. Okay, what to do here? All right, we are drawing for turn. Okay. Well, we are just going to set a monster and pass the turn.
All right. Draw. Okay. I am going to normal summon Mystic Tomato.
Oh, okay.
And go to battle. Mystic Tomato attacks.
Okay, you attacked over my Mystic Tomato, and I will use the effect and summon myself a Witch of the Black Forest.
Alright. Main phase 2, I am going to set 3 back row. And then I will pass.
Okay. Alright, starting turn. Main phase 1, I am going to start the turn with normal summoning Lajin, the mystical genie of the lamp.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going to follow it up with Fisher.
Oh, that hurts.
Alright, going to go to battle.
Yeah.
And we're going to get in there for 2,900. And we're passing turn.
Alright, here we go. Alright, I am going to set a monster in defense, and then I will pass.
Okay. Starting turn. Alright, we're just going to go straight to battle. And Lajin's going to attack.
Good thing for me, here comes the MVP.
God, man, this monster is so dumb.
I love it.
All right, I'm gonna put this back in my hand, and we're gonna go to main phase 2. I'm gonna change my witch to defense, and I'm gonna set a monster face down. Yeah, I'm good. I'll pass.
Draw. I am going to normal summon Dark Elf.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I will go to battle and pay the 1,000.
Okay. You want to attack the set monster or the witch?
The set monster.
Okay. It is a Magician of Faith. So I'm going to use the effect to add Fissure back to the hand. And she'll go to the grave.
And I'll pass on that.
All right. Starting turn, going to main phase 1. And I think I'm going to normal summon Lajin back to the field. Is that summon okay?
I am going to trap hold that Lajin.
Okay. No problem. That will go to the grave. I think I'm going to set 1 card and pass my turn. I know you've been saying that Summon Skull has been your ace monster and that it's going to win you all these games, but Wall of Illusion has been your go-to card that's just always in the way
It's been my
of
MVP.
Whatever I'm trying to do.
Alright, so I am going to tribute Dark Elf for Curse of Dragon.
Okay. I was going to say, oh, you're going to prove me wrong with the Summon Skull, but... Okay, Curse of Dragon's good.
Then I will put Wall to attack.
Okay.
In battle phase, Curse of Dragon runs over Witch.
Okay, and Witch will search a monster. I'm going to search Maneater Bug to my hand.
Alright. And then I will have Wall attack for 1k.
1,000 is all good.
Main phase 2, I will set a card and I will pass.
Okay. Starting turn. Okay, going to main phase 1. Well, I think what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to normal summon a second Witch of the Black Forest.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going to follow it up with Raigeki.
I will activate Solemn Judgment.
Okay, that is good. Raigeki goes to the grave. So Solemn Judgment is out of the way now. So now what I'm going to do is I will enter the battle phase.
Yeah.
And I'm going to attack your Wall of Illusion.
Alright, so that will go to grave, and Witch will be bounced back.
Back to hand, you take 100. And then in main phase 2, I am going to activate the Fissure that I added back with Magician of Faith. And you have 1 in your hand. I'm feeling pretty good this game. Alright, your turn.
Go. Okay. I am going to normal summon Dark Elf.
Okay, on the summon, I will activate my Trap Hole.
Damn.
Been sitting on that for a few turns.
Gotta pass on that.
Yep. Alright, drawing for turn. Decisions. I'm going for it. Normal summon the big beater, Jirai Gumo.
Oh my god.
Is the summon good?
Yeah, that's good.
Alright, we're attacking, bud. Is that enough for
Damn, that is
game?
game.
Yes.
Yep.
Life points or not. I don't care about half if I win.
I will take first.
Alright, sounds good. Game 3,
Go.
down to the wire.
Alright, here we go. Opening draw. Okay. I am going to set 1 monster in defense, and then I will set 3 back row, and end my turn.
Oof, 3 back row. Alright, main phase 1. I'm going to activate the spell card, Confiscation.
Damn.
Get a little knowledge. See what you got, bud. Oh, okay, for sure. Goodbye, Raigeki. That's definitely got to go. I think I'm going to just set a monster as well and end the turn.
Alright, here we go. Okay. I'm going to set a monster, and I'm going to pass.
Alright. Starting turn. Alright. I'm going to flip summon my giant rat.
Yeah.
Then I'm also going to normal summon my dream clown.
Yeah, that's good.
Alright, entering the battle, and giant rat will attack the first monster you set.
That is my Witch of the Black Forest.
Okay.
So with
How are you
that,
feeling?
I will add Summon Skull to hand.
Ooh, baby. Okay, and then Dream Clown will attack your other monster.
That is Sangan.
Oh, okay. Double search.
So I will search for Cyberjar.
Ooh, that's scary. Alright, your turn.
I'm going to activate Fissure to get rid of the clown.
Okay, no problem.
Then I will set 1 monster in defense mode and put 1 more card in the back row.
Alright, starting turn. So for sure you just set Cyberjar, because that's got to be Summon Skull in your hand. So you drew a back row for turn. Well, I guess I just got to play into it, because I think I'd rather have it trigger on my turn than have it trigger on your turn. So I'm going to go to battle and attack with the giant rat.
I'm going to activate Spellbinding Circle.
Yo, what? Spellbinding Circle? Okay, Yugi. I guess I'm going to go to main phase 2 then. And I'm just going to set a card and pass my turn.
Alright, here we go. Draw. I will flip summon the Cyber Jar. So we both reveal the top 5 of our decks. And then special summon. Did you reveal how many? Okay.
5, right?
Okay, yeah.
One,
so then
two.
all
the monsters go to the field and everything else goes to our hand, correct?
Yeah.
So I got a Fisher to my hand, and then I got 2 18 beaters, a Dream Clown, and a Sangan.
So I have Dark Elf on field, 2 Curse of Dragons in hand, a Pot of Greed in hand, and a Change of Heart in hand. So I'm going to go ahead and activate Pot of Greed and draw 2.
That's crazy. So
And
much
now,
advantage.
What's the biggest threat on this field to me? I am going to activate Change of Heart and take the Clown.
Okay. You can take the Clown. Luckily, since it was summoned this turn, it's not like you can pop something, but...
And then I will tribute it for the Summon Skull. Alright.
Okay, on the summon of Summon Skull... You're good, bud. No response.
Alright. I will enter battle.
Oh,
It's face up
sorry.
attack or face down defense, yeah.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure people
Sorry about
don't
that.
hate on us. Alright, so Summon Skull will attack into Lajin.
Alright. I think what I'm going to have to do... In the damage step, I am going to activate Rush Recklessly, giving my Lajin 700 attack so we can crash.
I will activate Solemn Judgment.
Yep.
Who the fuck
Oh,
Solemns
my
a Rush
mouse.
recklessly?
Yeah, this is the format we're in, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's a power card you just used.
Then I will pay
Okay,
1,000
I
life
lose
points.
700.
Yeah. And then I'll pay 1,000 life points for Dark Elf
Okay.
to attack into 7 colored fish.
Okay, and I take 200. And I
Main
get to still
phase,
laugh that you solemn judgmented
Rush.
a reckless.
I will set 1 back row and I will pass on that.
Okay, start turn. Okay, main phase 1. I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'll set a monster and pass the turn. Nothing too crazy.
Draw. I will normal summon Sangan.
Okay.
I will activate Tribute to the Doomed.
Ooh, okay.
I will discard Curse of Dragon to pop the card you just said.
Okay, it was my Man-Eater Bug. That's a bummer.
I will enter battle. I will have
Okay.
Sangan attack your Sangan.
Yep, and my Sangan will search.
Yes.
And I will have to add myself a Hain.
Then I will pay 1,000 life points for Dark Elf to attack directly.
Okay.
And then Summon Skull attacks for 25.
If only I had Gores.
I don't know why I'm attacking low to high. Like, I'm still afraid. I dueled someone the other day who didn't do that, and I was like, oh, you're new.
Okay, well... Okay, let me think about this. I feel like I'm gonna lose if I don't try this. So... So first, I'm going to normal summon the boy, Jirai Gumo.
I will activate Trap Hole.
Okay. Dragomo goes to the grave. Oh man, I'm so dangerously low on life. All right, well, I'm gonna have to do it. I activate the spell card Snatch Steal and target your summoned skull.
Okay. Change control and give
All
me the
right.
skull.
All right, I'm gonna enter the battle.
Yep.
And I'll attack over your Dark Elf.
I activate Waboku.
Main phase 2. Man. I feel like you have any form of removal, and there's nothing I can do about it. This game has been a roller coaster. Okay. I have to pass the turn.
Well,
Your standby, you gain 1,000 life points.
I told you I would not be hat-tricked, and my summon skull will now win me this game. I will pop
mystical
Snatch Steal.
space typhoon. That's crazy. Good freaking game, Ricardo.
Oh.
Good game.
Oh, I feel dirty for that first
was
one.
crazy. That was a super crazy game, man. I have to ask, what cards did you pull?
So, aside from what you've already seen, I managed to pull both the MST and the Trunade.
Wow, so you've got legitimate back row removal. That is horrifying.
And then you saw the Mystic Tomato and the Cyber Jar. That was pretty much it monster-wise. Rest was jank. But I did pull a set of upstarts.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, so did I. For me, I got the upstarts. I didn't play them, but I got 1 tomato and 1 rat, which you've seen. You saw the Snatch Steal. Another thing I got is I got a bunch of like Malevolent Nuzzlers, but I didn't,
Yeah,
I also got a Megamorph, which I didn't see all day, but that was a crazy ultra rare. Could have been Delinquent Duo. I was super disappointed because I hit 2 ultra rares and they were Toon Summon Skull and Megamorph. I'm like, now I'm not going to hit any good ultra rares. Then I hit this Snatch Steal and I lost my mind. And right after that, I hit a second Snatch Steal. It was crazy, man. This is the only time I can play 2 Snatch Steals. I was hoping to try to resolve both of them, but I never saw both of them in one game. And yeah, man, MST is too freaking strong. I thought I had that in the bag, honestly.
And from the wheel, a second soul.
No way. That's crazy. It's so funny. I'm like, man, this guy's seeing Solemn Judgment quite a lot. Man, 2 Solemn Judgments. I'm in a rough spot here, but I don't know what I'm going to be doing here. Man, your deck is looking stacked, man. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, going into it, I was like, all right, I can play the clowns. I got the stall cards to do it, but I don't have the protection of like a Swords Revealing Light. So I was like, I can't guarantee they're going to stay on the field. But my dark lineup is still pretty solid. And then I got Cyber Jar, and I was like, all right, well, this just lets me go off, basically.
Yeah, your deck was pretty good. The stall in the beginning caught me off guard because the rest of the games, your deck was pretty aggressive. And, man, it's pretty teched out with some powerful cards, man. I'm not going to lie. Your deck is just a pile of good stuff. I'm going to have to prepare.
Yeah, looking at my spells, I was like, yeah, I can't really take out any of these. They're all so busted. I had to take out traps because I was like, yeah, I don't know. If he pulls a Trunade or if he gets Heavy Storm off the wheel, then my back row's for nothing.
Your deck is super stacked, so I'm going to have to go to the drawing board and have to think of something. I don't know if these clowns will cut it anymore. Maybe they will. We'll have to see. But all right, bud, this is a great episode. I'm glad we got to play. Really looking forward to the next set. And my fingers are crossed, man.
Put those clowns in a fucking car and throw it off a cliff.
Sheesh, man. That's brutal. Come on, man.
Nah.
How you going to do my clowns like that? All right, buddy.
Yep.
Thanks for the fun. Good luck next week. I'll see you around. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I'll see you next week as well. Peace.